How does SpaceX assemble their rockets? SpaceX's specialized accomplishment. SpaceX effectively accomplished the milestone specialized accomplishment of being the primary exclusive organization to convey people to the worldwide space station on one of its observed Hawk 9 rockets. This accomplishment denotes the beginning of what could be a brilliant period of room investigation as free entertainers are liberated from eccentric public funds or impulses of political decision results. SpaceX's development and designing. SpaceX utilizes new innovation and historic advancements to construct their rockets. Starting around 2014, hypersonic lattice balances made of titanium have been introduced on all SpaceX rockets to work with exact and smooth arrivals. These blades are normally organized in an X-molded setup and will be made from welded steel on future Starship vehicles because of size imperatives. SpaceX has fostered a scope of strengthening innovations, for example, elevation control frameworks, critical for the arrival phase of every mission, to guarantee rocket reusability and, by and large, financial feasibility. Practical rocket landing arrangements. Engineers confronted the test of unwanted turning on plummet, making fuel slosh around and prompting disastrous motor disappointments. SpaceX created cold gas engines close to the highest point of the rocket to balance out and flip it around, keeping an upstanding position. SpaceX likewise made a little armada of independent maritime landing stages to help scores adrift. Landing gear as settled carbon fiber and aluminum extendable landing legs with pulverized centers were created to all the more likely retain the shock of hard arrivals. SpaceX's expense cognizant procedure. SpaceX works with an expense-cognizant and business-disapproved of procedure to make space travel monetarily suitable. Elon Musk accepts that making space travel pay for itself is fundamental, rather than depending on a clear checkbook approach. SpaceX has essentially diminished the expense of rocket missions contrasted with its adversaries. It costs around $28 million to send off a Bird of Prey 9 rocket, while an April 2020 report recommended a U.S. Flying Corps send-off costs about $95 million. SpaceX's upward combination model. SpaceX works on an upward joining model, where most of parts, motors, rocket stages, flying, and programming are made in-house. This approach helps save costs, accelerate creation, and diminish dependence on outer providers who might create setbacks or have contending needs. Rockets are planned with imaginative nuances to upgrade reusability and moderateness. The plan of the Merlin rocket motors was advanced, diminishing the number from 9 to 8, saving materials and expenses. A pneumatic framework was created for the interstage division, supplanting an intricate pyrotechnic framework, bringing about weight and energy reserve funds. SpaceX works on an upward coordination model, with most of parts made in-house, saving expenses and smoothing out the cycle. The game plan of the Merlin rocket motors was upgraded, decreasing the number from 9 to 8. A pneumatic framework was produced for the interstage detachment, bringing about weight and energy reserve funds. SpaceX's tentative arrangements. SpaceX is consistently pushing the limits of room investigation and colonization aspirations. The organization has extended its activities to waterfront land in Texas, where the up-and-coming age of SpaceX create, known as Starship, is being created. Starship is intended to go the entire way to Mars and can likewise convey satellites into space more effectively than current send-off vehicles. With the Starlink project, which plans to give worldwide web inclusion, Starship's capacities will produce income for future rocket-building attempts. The new Mars-bound make, Starship, is coming to fruition rapidly, and SpaceX expects to go the entire way to Mars when this long time. Starship can convey satellites into space more proficiently than current send-off vehicles. Starship's capacities, including Starlink, will create income for future rocket-building attempts. SpaceX's practical way to deal with rocket building. SpaceX centers around building their rockets as cost-successfully as could be expected. This permits Elon Musk to keep further developing rocket innovation while augmenting productivity. SpaceX construct their rockets as cost-successfully as could really be expected, so Elon Musk can continue improving even rockets and having a great time as he makes it happen. This is the finish of this video.